Welcome back, everyone, to another photography adventure. We are not yet at Lassen. Yet. We'll get there later today. But we took a little detour. We're about an hour from Lassen right now. We are at Burney Falls. Never been here. My dad actually recommended that I stop by here before we go to Lassen, since it's kind of nearby. Haven't seen it yet. We're gonna take a look and see what it looks like once Ethan gets back. But there's Mickey right there. He'll be joining us along with Ethan wherever he went. But yeah, we're gonna go take a look at this waterfall, hike around it for a bit, and then after we get our pictures, do a little hike, we'll head up to Lassen. I hope there's snow up there. It is actually very warm. It's about 60 degrees right now here. It's supposed to be 50 up at Lassen, so who knows? We'll see. We have the snowshoes in the trunk of the car. If we end up not using them, it's gonna be a bit of a bummer, but oh well, such is life. But first thing on the agenda, let's go take a look at those waterfalls. Okay, we are pretty much at the base of Burney Falls at this point. It is huge. This waterfall is massive. Apologies for the sound, but this thing is absolutely majestic. It's 129 feet tall. The pool is, I think, about 40 feet deep or something like that. It's pretty crazy. But what I'm doing here, I have the long lens out with the polarizer on right now, and because of how big this waterfall is, I'm just picking out compositions within the falls themselves. I could switch to the wide and get a shot of the falls, which I'll probably do eventually when I get down there. But while I'm up here, I decided to find some things, pick them out with the long lens, and see if we can find some cool stuff. So this is what I've got going right now. We are at 1/6 of a second, ISO 100 f11, and we're currently focused on this spot right here. It looks really cool because you can see that there's just water coming out of the cliff here. You can't quite see the source, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so I've got that. I'm gonna take a few more shots. Got Ethan up there, get some video. Mickey over here, hello, shoot some photos. Let's see what he's got.
Oh, hang on a second, I'm on my way.
All right, Mickey's looking at the same area. He's a little bit wider.
Yeah, I want to get a little bit of like that, this creek right here coming from like the larger waterfall in the foreground.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna take a few more photos from up here, and then we'll head down and get some photos from down there. Maybe walk around a little bit more, and then we'll head to Lassen. Don't worry, we'll get there. At the base of the waterfall. I don't know how sounds right now. Could be bad. If it is, I'm sorry. There's Mickey looking at his shots. To be honest, it doesn't look good from down here. I mean, looking at it, it looks cool, but for photos, you can see the spray. That obscures a lot. The sun is like right there, so you get a lens flare and it doesn't look pretty. Unless you were right at the base of the waterfall looking directly up it, I don't think you're gonna get too much good from here in terms of a wide. You could do stuff with the long lens like I was doing back up there earlier, but why not just do it up there? Why come down here and then get water all over your lens? Yeah, it's not bad. It looks cool. I got a shot with the GoPro. I'll put it up. I wasn't paying attention to the composition or anything. I was just taking a shot. Yeah, it's majestic. Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. But yeah, I think that's it for photos here. I might get one more back up at the top. Kind of the closest I can get to a drone shot of this thing, because there's no drones allowed here, of course. California State Park, as per usual. I don't know where Ethan went. Probably taking video somewhere. But yeah, we're gonna head back up, get one more shot, most likely, and then we will be heading to Lassen. Last shot, Burney Falls. Got Mickey here, also shooting.
Hello, y'all.
Ethan's packing up. Ethan has packed up. Okay, so here's the deal. I already took some horizontal shots, but now we are going vertical. Here's how it looks. Let's get a shot. So we are, what are my settings? I think I'm at half a second. We're about half a second, f11, ISO 100. Then on the front, we have the polarizer and a 3-stop ND filter. Dynamic range is a little crazy, so I'm about a stop under just to kind of protect the highlights because the shadows aren't dark enough to go out. So yeah, just trying to preserve the highlights. But this is the last shot here. Then we're gonna go to Lassen. Finally happening. It's happening, guys. Yeah, let's make our way to Lassen now. Here we are, Mount Lassen. Finally, I'm here. We got our snowshoes on. Mickey's still getting his on. He's got his on now. We've got our snowshoes on. We're about to go up Chaos Crags Trail. So probably didn't really see it all too much while we were at Burney Falls, but there are no clouds in the sky, absolutely none. So probably not gonna do too much until sunset actually happens. We'll get a little bit of that alpine glow on Mount Lassen while we're hiking around Lake Manzanita, which is conveniently near the parking lot. So once we finish up there, we can just hop in the car and go. But yeah, we're gonna do Chaos Crags. It's 2 miles up, 2 miles back. We'll see if we go all the way. Probably will, we've got plenty of time. And we shall see if there's anything worth photographing on the way up. I'm sure there is. So I'll see you guys when I'm ready to take a photo. Snowshoeing's tough, but I found something to shoot. Not necessarily because it's a interesting composition, but because the tree is an interesting shape. But this is what it looks like here. I am doing a 5 exposure stack, f11 ISO 100. The medium the middle shutter speed is 1/40th of a second. 70 millimeters. And yeah, there we go. That's the brightest exposure. I think it looks pretty cool. Nice texture. Looks different from everything else. I like it. It's not gonna win me any awards, but it's a nice photo. Looks cool. I think we're only about a mile in. We're pretty tired, right, Ethan?
Pretty tired. Took me hours to bum ankle.
Mickey's looking for a tree somewhere to answer the call of nature. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. Chaos Crags. It's a pretty cool name. We'll see what they look like. Hopefully we'll get that far. It's what time is it? It's 4 o'clock now. It's 4:30. Sunset's at about 7:30, 7:40, something like that. So if we're not there by an hour or within an hour, we'll probably just start heading back because I don't want to miss the sunset. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going. We'll see if we find anything else. So we gave up on hiking up to the crags. We only got about a mile, I think a mile. That already took an hour, so we figured let's go to the Manzanita Trail, find a composition, and then be ready for sunset. So Manzanita Trail, the start of it kind of sucks. It's mostly dirt. There's not a lot of snow down at this level. But on this side, there's quite a bit of snow. You can see quite a bit. But here's what we're looking at. Mount Lassen, whole range. There we go. So, as the sun sets, the peaks will obviously light up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a panorama here. Oops. So started from this side and then just going across to here. Then stopping just before these branches come into frame. I have the polarizer on the front, right there, because since there are no clouds, I figured, well, let's just make the sky look blue, and the polarizer will help with that. So yeah, now we're just waiting for sunset. Probably gonna have a little snack while we're waiting. I think we still have about an hour and a half. Yep, we still have about an hour and a half until sunset. Did a couple of practice shots. My settings right now, which will change as the sun sets, but my settings for now are 1/50th of a second, f11, ISO 100. I'm sticking with the long lens because, well, there really isn't anything interesting in the foreground for me to shoot, and we're kind of far, so you can already see it on the GoPro. It makes the mountains look tiny, not very impressive. So just sticking to the long lens, doing a nice pano. Yeah, now we're just gonna wait for sunset, see how that looks. Hopefully it looks great, besides the fact that we don't have clouds, but it should still look fine. So I'll see you guys at sunset. Okay, it is about sunset, just a few minutes before sunset, but there is that alpine glow. If there were clouds, this would look absolutely spectacular. But there's no clouds. It still looks spectacular, but it's not quite as good. So we're gonna go ahead and do our panorama now. Obviously, I need to change my shutter speed because it's gotten considerably darker. Let's see, what is the histogram looking like? Let's go stop over. I'm just gonna go ahead and pan through here, see what the histogram looks like all the way through. All right, it's looking all right. Nothing's clipping, so we are set. Look at that, this is pink. Look at that glow. Okay, so we are at a third of a second, I believe. F11, ISO 100, polarizer on the front. We're just gonna go through and get this panorama here. 2-second timer. There we go. And the last one right there. Beautiful. All right, so just for posterity's sake, these are the crags, that's Mount Lassen, and that's Eagle Peak. That's what we'll see in that panorama. So, we're all getting pretty cold. Ethan says he's fine.
You're great.
Because he's got a nice winter jacket.
They didn't bring jackets into the woods.
I'm okay, I have thermals on. I don't know what.
He's not. He's been shivering for the last 30 minutes.
I haven't been shivering, but I've been moving around. I don't know how Mickey's feeling right now. How's Mickey feeling?
I don't know how I'm still around here too. So yeah, just stay tuned. We'll see what happens with me afterwards.
Yeah, we'll see when we make it back to the car. I might get one more shot. It's actually even more pink now than it was before. Yeah, I think that'll be it from Lassen today. A lot done today. It was pretty fun. Went to Burney Falls, also went to Lassen, finally. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos. And that'll be it from Lassen today. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.